I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Nick, the thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Raman Wukong, and let's get into it. First of all, what happened? Obviously, our soft fork idea failed. The problem was the network did not want to accept a new fee without the sporks being dealt with, and effectively caused a hard fork anyway. We have suspended and will be rolling back the network. That is what we were working on, and unfortunately it came at a time when there was a huge American holiday of which I was hosting my entire family, so I had to take the 4th off. The error was brought to my attention on the 2nd. We rushed to get it fixed. The fixes that we came up with at the time didn't work. And as we dug deeper into the code, we realized that the code in and of itself was fundamentally flawed. So we had to effectively rebuild the core from, not scratch, but from, a lot of it was from scratch, not going to lie. Those changes will be noted in the GitHub once we actually push it. We are testing right now. We had to test new seed nodes, new smart nodes, the core functionality. We are in that process right now. Hopefully in the next 72 hours we can get that out. There will be notes for anybody who wants to build from source on the release page about how to do that. There are some special considerations that are going to be unique for this release version only that might not be true in the future. What it really means is you're going to have to build from source on Ubuntu 18 for the time being, for this release. Not going to go into it why on this video, but that's one of the things that has to be done. The fix should be out sometime this week, by the latest on Sunday, but we are striving to get that out. We just don't want to rush it too much to cause more problems. We want to test everything and make sure it works before deployment. What does this mean going forward? Effectively, the network is officially hard forked. You can stay on the old network until it gets you kicked off. That app will die. It was going to die anyway. The new app is going to be the dominant app. Sorry, we tried to soft fork it in and the code wasn't written well. It was very badly hodgepodged between old Dash code, old Raptorium code. We had to go back and kind of fix some of the upstream links and some of the things that were changed to make it work. The next important question that I think a lot of people have is, will my coins survive? Yes. The new wallet, basically the wallet can just be transferred over. Once you adopt the new network, you can't go back to the old network. Basically, transactions will have the new spork data and the new developer fee data. So once you come to the new network, you can't go back. On that note, exchanges are likely to drop Bitorium. We have one exchange that has confirmed they will continue on with us with the new wallet number. I will announce that when the time is ready. The others will likely wind up dropping the coin until we can resubmit the new coin fee to get them back on exchanges that we're currently on. At least they're willing to work with us in that regard, because effectively they will be viewing us as a brand new coin. Even though everything else about the coin is staying the same, from their side of it, this is a new coin, and they are going to treat it as such. Almost all of the mining pools, there was 1 or 2 holdouts that are very unsure about what to do going forward, and that's fair. You don't have to join us, right? This is a community-driven project at this point in time, as the original developer is gone and never, very unlikely to ever come back. We had to adapt, we had to move on. Unfortunately, when we tried to soft fork it in the code, even though everything was there, these parts and functionality of the code did not work. So that is where we're at. I did want to announce this on Sunday, but we were working round the clock. Development at this point in time has wound down. It's less about coding and more about sitting and waiting and making sure that these tests work appropriately to make sure that from your perspective, you can click and go or compile and go, and there will be no errors going forward. The app will just work, right? That's what we're working on right now. So I have a little bit more time today to make this announcement that I didn't have prior, and that's why I might have been very not short, I guess is the best way to say it. I wasn't angry at anybody. We were just rushed. So, a lot of people were DMing me and with 1,000 questions, and I get that. You're freaked out. Understandable. I just had to give short answers, not because we were hiding anything, but it was an all hands on deck, everybody at the helm typing furiously for 16, 20 plus hours a day. That was the reality from July 2nd until yesterday, where we finally got a little bit more breathing room as things started working right and we started getting a better handle on the situation. We are now just rebuilding the network, the things that need to be rebuilt, smart nodes on our end, because those are going to be the basis that distribute the blocks to everybody else. Seed nodes also had to be rebuilt from scratch, and the Explorer. These things take time. If we rush them, I will have to rebuild the Explorer from scratch, which still might actually have to happen in the future. More on that on a future release. But before we get this code into your hands, we had to make sure it worked because the old code was failing. I want to make very, very clear on that. By Ubuntu 25, it was very likely that the 3.0.2 wallet will fail to boot. And that is because newer Ubuntu is a lot more strict in the headers, the C++ headers for various files. And since this code was originally built very poorly on Ubuntu 18, that app will fail. We are rushing to get this version out, which is also built on Ubuntu 18, but with that in mind for consideration, we have tested it on newer platforms and it works. Where the other Ubuntu's or the other wallet was failing, this one has been corrected and works. But in the future, we do actually hope to be able to compile it on the newer operating systems. Just today we can't. And it is not something we can put on the table to move forward today, as the more important is to get the application back into a stable working condition and get it to you, the users, to support the network. At this point in time, I thank you so very much for your support. If you have any further questions, please hit me up in either the original Bitorium Discord or the Crystal Bitorium Discord. I will be taking answers there periodically, but as I go into the coding mode, some days you're going to get better answers from me and some days you're not. Thank you so very much for all your patience. I look forward to answering any and all of your questions at this time. Have a good night, people.